didn't watch this movie in theaters because of two reasons: the initial response of the film and the stuff that was happening around the movie. Therefore, I decided to wait for the OTT platform and end the year with one of my most anticipated films, the 2022 Indian fantasy action adventure film Brahmāstra, Part 1 Shiva, written and directed by Ayan Mukerji. The film serves as the first installment of a planned trilogy, which is itself planned to be part of a cinematic universe titled the Astraverse. I want to say that my experience with the movie was pleasant and that I enjoyed it thoroughly, as this is obviously a passion project of Ayan Mukerji. But unfortunately, that's not the case. This whole movie is a mixed bag with an unhealthy balance of stuff that's enjoyable and of stuff that's very frustrating. The love, determination, and dedication that went into making this are very evident, and that's why it hurts me inside that I felt that the final product was just satisfactory at best. Let me start off with the stuff that actually works in the film. The biggest positive of this film is the visuals. The visuals are absolutely stunning. So much so that this is what I expected from Adipurush. But the teaser ruined my hopes entirely. But, that's a different matter. The visuals are the main attraction, and it looks so good that you can take a screenshot of any scene in this film and make it your screensaver. You can see the high budget on the screen, and everything in this movie concerning the visuals, it's first class. The movie stars Ranbir Kapoor, Alia, Bhatt, Amitabh Bachchan, Mouni Roy, and Nagarjuna Akkineni, with a special appearance from Dimple Kapadia as an unnamed member of Brahmāstra and Shah Rukh Khan as Mohan Bhargav, a scientist and a member of the Brahmāstra who wielded Brahmāstra. All of them performed their roles really well, and I also liked the Shah Rukh Khan's character's name being a nod to Khan's character in the 2004 film Swadesh. Their performances are what kept the movie going for me. For if the performances were bad, then the whole movie would have self-destructed. But that wasn't the case. The action scenes are good. They are very entertaining and did provide a sense of danger to the characters. There are some Western influences in the action scenes, but that's not a bad thing. The most noticeable one would be the Matrix's influence used during the rescue of Nagarjuna Akkineni's character. There's also music similar to one of the Matrix sequels that was used during a car chase scene in the film. I also liked how the superpowers are also used in this action scene. That unfortunately ends all the aspects that I enjoyed in this film. Everything else is either subpar or very frustrating, so I will begin with the subpar stuff and end it with the frustrating stuff. I unfortunately didn't enjoy the songs as most people did. The only song I enjoyed is Deva Deva, and the first song in the film, Dance Ka Bhoot. I felt that song was very long and underwhelming. Another underwhelming aspect of the film is the lack of a human element. I don't care about a single character in this film. Ranbir Kapoor and Alia Bhatt are portrayed as blank slates that the rest of the characters can just relay information. There's no sense of friendship or bonding that I feel with any of them. None that felt natural anyway. Ranbir Kapoor and Alia Bhatt fall in love with the blink of an eye. Everyone is very good performance-wise, but the way they're portrayed in the film is very computer-like. I feel that better execution should have been following the MCU Phase 1 template, allowing each character their film before the big team up in this film. Mukerji revealed that a spin-off film based around Shah Rukh Khan's character Mohan Bhargav was in consideration, which would serve as an origin story about how he wielded the Brahmāstra. But don't you think this would have worked better had we first got a movie about how Amitabh Bachchan as Raghu became the current leader of the Brahmāstra, or how Nagarjuna Akkineni as Anish Shetty wielded the Nandi Astra, and how he became a worthy candidate for the protection of the Brahmāstra piece, and then Shah Rukh Khan spin-off film happen, followed by this trilogy? It's just an idea that I had, but as it stands now, the portrayals of the characters are very bland, but their performances are quite good. The most frustrating as part of this movie are its dialogues. According to IMDb, Hussein Dalal is the guy responsible for the dialogues in the film. I'm sorry to say this, Hussein Dalal, but you have ruined this movie with your work. It's so annoying whenever words come out of their mouth that I had to physically pause the movie several times and take a break for around 5 minutes or so before resuming for more of the same. There are a lot of spoon feeding, and the dialogues, not the movie as a whole, treat the audience or the viewer as though you are a 5-year-old. Not a single word from any of them feel natural, and Alia Bhatt got the worst end of it. Her lines in the whole movie just consist of yelling or calling Shiva for the majority of the film, and her remaining lines are just verbal nonsense. This movie had great potential, and this universe has the ambition and dedication to make it work in future installments, but this one was just satisfactory for me. The dialogues in particular ruined it for me so much that I can't bring myself to watch part 2 in theaters at all. I lost any interest in watching any of this on the big screen unless the masses agree that part 2 is a huge improvement over this. This is a visually stunning, mediocre film that I would not watch again, but I do recommend that you give it a chance. Maybe you might like it more than me, or you can just bask in all that visual glory. It is a one-time watch film if you are going in blind, and I do hope that you give it a chance.